Jamaica 1, Dominican Republic nil. This is Premier 7's review of the game that was being played at Independence Park, the National Stadium. Firstly, I have to say congratulations to the Reggae Boys. 3 points is always necessary where qualifications is concerned. Good job by Dominican Republic, but I think how they played could somewhat tell other persons that they have a lot more to offer where football is concerned. I want to say that the game today was not convincing, and I will not say I was fully shocked to see such playing by the national players, the Reggae Boys, that is, but I was left thinking if this is what we should expect to see, or should we be saying here then that it has been just a rough start? Even though Jamaica is ranked higher than the Dominican Republicans, Jamaica did not play as to how I and maybe you were thinking they ought to play. Of course, there were moments of brilliance. There were moments whereas Jamaica could have scored more than one goals, and we have to just give and take by giving the players the credit that they deserve in different departments. And I am just going to talk based on what I think, expressing myself based on the different positions, and give my honest opinion on how they play. So, Jamaica, of course, we went with a formation that was ideal in a, well, it was a 4-1-3-2. The first time I am seeing Jamaica playing such formation. And was that formation the type of formation that caused Jamaican players to be playing out of the ideal way of representing themselves? Because I am used to a 4-2-3-1 and sometimes a 4-3-3, maybe something else as well, but not such formation. But of course, the back line with the goalkeeper in a Jamali, Waite, Lee, Hector, Bernard, Gray, it was okay. But it wasn't the best display, right? But the defensive line maintained their defensive record then in this game because Jamaica did not concede a goal and there weren't a lot of opportunities for the keeper to say, oh, I can save this, oh, I can save that, because Dominican Republic did not took many chances. So the defensive line then would receive some commendations. The midfield, my God, the midfield, of course, is where the game is won and lost. And the Jamaican midfield was, I won't say all over the place, but it was not firing. It wasn't firing. And yes, we played Damian Lowe as the only holding midfield player. And I think that could be problematic for him because normally he would play with somebody beside him. And he played mainly as that holding defensive player in the midfield. But going forward up more in the midfield, Mr. Cephas was yeah, he was on his game. Yes, he could have passed a few balls and you know think better with his delivery because I did the streaming of the game and I could say that he was not the best with his output, but he was the best player on the pitch. Fully blown, the best player on the pitch. For Daniel Johnson playing as a number 10, it did not work. Bobby Reed, yeah, he was on the pitch, missed the penalty, but that is how the game can be at times. But for the front two, Shamar Nicholson and Antonio, Antonio, mm-mm, absolutely unconvincible. Yes, I can understand that Antonio is a Premier League player and he will give all for Jamaica, but how he was playing was absolutely below standards. Shaman Nicholson scored, that was decent, but the team wasn't playing as to how I was thinking they would. Let's not say that um, we will throw the players under the bus, but there has to be a system that we have to work with. So, yes, our key players are missing, like, and I won't use a keeper as an example or as the person to judge because the keeper did not do much. But the backline, even the backline was okay, but we would have wanted an Ethan Pinnock to be there and Amara Bell and let's say that Lemby Kisa, right? But the main issue was the midfield. Was Latibodier really missed as a utility player? Casey Palmer as well, and even the front line. Um, I spoke about Bobby Reed being okay, but he was always consistent for Jamaica. But something was missing from the game. I think the midfield mainly wasn't controlling the game because Jamaica is ranked higher than Dominican Republic. But the truth be told, Jamaica look as if they were ranked below Dominican Republic. Even though less shots were being taken by Dominican Republic, they look as if they understood how to play positional football. And I think it has to be on the coach in Al Grimson and his team because if there's a system suitable to play players in a certain style, then irrespective of those who are missing, those who are utilized, if they are not even the best, they should be playing in a way that we can say, this is our formation, this is our style of play, this is how Jamaica is used to play. All right. But um, I want to say that it is not the end of the show for Jamaica because there are many more games to come. But we need for an instant reaction against Dominica because Guatemala defeated them 6-0 and we just scraped past Dominican Republic. The substitutes were okay. Did not see much of Anderson, but his rating wasn't bad. King, well done. Beckford played flashy, of course. Kahim Dixon, we know what he possesses as a 19-year-old, and Lambert did not receive much opportunities to show how well he can play in the defensive role. So my takeaway from this game is that Jamaica did not play as to how many persons would have thought. Um, the players did not down tool, but they were unconvincing against Dominican Republic. Is it a case of which physicality is the main reason? If that is the only reason, then Jamaica are ready for football then. Because there are teams who will be dominating the game based on their physicality, but you have to have something else in terms of attributes. Speed, controlling the game by way of position, or using skills, etc. So if I should even rate Jamaica based on this game out of 10, it cannot be close to 7. Let's say average 5 out of 10, or let's say 6, because I know we're not the best team, and we can recall Saudi Arabia against Argentina. Argentina lost, but Argentina did not play unconvincing. Saudi Arabia stepped up to the plate and deliver. But it is a comparison to utilize to say that irrespective of your rankings, on the day is what counts. And Jamaica has to step up because you cannot write off any team in football. And I think if we were to play Guatemala today, then we would have lost. But it is just my reaction and review of the game. And I just want to take away the positives to say that the defense line was okay. The keeper was convincing as well. Cephas was amazing. I think he received the man of the match. But there has to be players who are taken into consideration that even though I may be placed here, I have to try and do the right thing. Yes, playing in a position that is not suitable to your style of play could be an issue, but I don't see where that really happens on the pitch. It's just that Damian Lowe was left alone, but again, the system has to be in place. So everything boils down to the system. Once you're going to play without your best players, the system has to be there. But hats off to the Reggae Boys. We're hoping that the game to come in a few days from now against Dominica will be better, and we can believe that going into Copa America, we can gain some form. So, people, what is your say on the game? Let me know in the comment section, as I will be able, of course, to respond. So, take care and goodbye until we meet again.